So, you'll be happy to know, as I walk in front of you,
No.
that you are doing things mechanically wrong. That's always good, because if you're doing things mechanically correctly, then you're kind of at your ceiling unless you practice more. But if you're doing things mechanically wrong, then things can be improved. You're making one massive mistake.
Okay.
So it's going to start with the idea that any movement you make when you throw, where your body is doing something where it's less strong or less efficient, is automatically incorrect. That should make sense. You need to move in the way where you're strongest and most efficient, which means physics trumps everything. But everybody has a different body. We're not identical to one another. So physics trumps everything, but there's always going to be room for individual body types within that framework. So we're going to be talking about how your body's most efficiently moving, and general rules apply, but not automatic rules. So here's the big thing you're doing, and I'm going to first show you what you're doing, and then I'm going to have you walk through some things so you can actually feel the difference.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
can I see this?
Which one? Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to throw it. Okay, so when you throw your backhand, you want your head to do nothing. Anything you do with your head will harm your throw. Your head cannot help your throw. The head can only harm it.
Yeah.
Best thing to do with the head is nothing, which means when the shoulders rotate back, the head goes with it. You're going to plant your foot, pull the disc, the head goes with it. You are doing something with your head. And by the way, you may be doing more things wrong. We pick low-hanging fruit first. You are doing something with your head, which automatically means it's wrong. What you are doing is you are turning your head before you pull the disc. This might not seem like a big deal, but when I show you this, you'll never be able to unsee what a massive deal this is. So basically, the throw begins from whatever position the disc is in when your plant foot hits the ground. For all intents and purposes, that's where the throw begins. If your head does nothing, you plant your foot there, you're beginning to throw from here. What you're doing is you're turning your head first. And now you're beginning to throw from here. You're starting to throw from here instead of back here, which means you're losing everything from here to here, and you're starting to throw mid-swing. If you were a ball golfer, you are drawing the club back 85% of the way and stopping. You can still play, but you lose all the power from the first 15% of the swing. Now I'm going to show you something that's going to illustrate how not only does that slow down your swing, but how less efficient your body is going to move. So stand here. Okay, turn sideways. Face the camera. Okay, now I want you to do is reach back.
Wait, what did
Just
I
reach
do
back.
with my legs?
It doesn't even matter.
All right.
Reach back with your arm. Okay. Now turn your head to here. Okay. Now grab my arm. Now I'm not going to fake this. Turn your head that way. Okay. Now from here, hold it. Hold it. Right. Okay. That's how much strength you have.
Okay.
Okay. Now, and by the way, I'm not going to pretend. This time, just reach back. Forget about disc golf completely. Just grab my hand. Just reach back further. Reach back. Yeah, reach back further. Now just pull me. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, what you're doing is you are throwing this thing across your body where you go, where you have no strength, where you actually have tremendous amount of strength here.
Got it. Okay.
And any movement where your body is not moving in a way where it's strongest and most efficient is wrong. So we're going to walk through the steps. Grab a disc. So here you go.
Okay. I feel comfortable with mine.
Okay, good. Oh wait,
That's Dallas.
That's mine, yeah.
All right. So we're going to do. This is not the only exact way. Your footwork and your timing are going to differ from person to person as our bodies differ. So I'm going to give you a starting point. This is not the end point of what the throw looks like. So none of these are rules. These are all just steps.
Okay.
So put your feet a little closer together. Start with the disc right here. We're going to do a 4 count. 1. Push the disc forward. 2. Reach halfway back as you exit. 3. Rest of the way back.
Wait.
As you plant. Don't lean. Stand upright. Now I'm going to put you in position. Now from here, remember that movement we just had where you pulled me? Instead of swinging across your body, but you pulled, do that from this position and throw, yes. Did you feel the difference?
I did.
That was a massive amount. Could you see the difference, Dallas?
I was farther than your normal drives with a
That's what I
full
was
run
gonna
up.
say.
And you
Yes.
effectively just did a standstill.
Yeah.
The difference of how efficient you can be and like what a wide range with just some slight differences is I always think of, okay, some people don't like the starting the lawnmower thing. We're gonna set that aside for a second because think about starting the lawnmower as a demonstration of strength, okay? No, a professional bodybuilder could not start a lawnmower when their arm moves this way.
No.
Okay, a 25-year-old guy could not start a lawnmower doing this. Yet a 7-year-old child can start a lawnmower doing this. Like a 7-year-old child can apply more force when pulling that cord than a professional bodybuilder simply because the bodybuilder moved their arm in an inefficient direction. That is what a massive difference it makes. So let's do that one again. That was really good.
Okay.
That was rad, right?
That was pretty cool.
That was sick.
Thank you.
Okay, so now pause after each step. Okay, same exact thing. Okay, 1, 2, halfway, 3, the rest of the way. Now throw. Nope.
Oh.
The head went early. Did you feel less pop?
I did.
Okay, your head went a little early. Let's try it again.
Yep. All right.
Now, so the reason why I say the head does nothing is because we all have different bodies. So anything that says, oh, when you reach back here, put the head at 55 degrees relative to the plane you're throwing on or something like that. Well, no, wait a second. Not only do our bodies move differently with different flexibility, but the faster you move back and how the length of the throw would also determine where your head goes. So instead of trying to think about my head must be in this position, do nothing with your head. If you do nothing with your head, it's going to go here and it's going to go here. Just you're taking it out of the picture. Having said that, I'm going to tell you to do something with your head, which is wrong, as part of the process. It's like part of the Stokely method, my method of teaching. Part of the process of learning to not do anything with your head.
Okay.
Keep your head on the disc. That isn't what you do. Don't keep your head on the disc. Keep your head on the disc to learn to let your head move with the shoulders, and ultimately to take it off. But for now, keep your head on the disc.
Okay. So do the
And
steps.
pause after each step. 1. Forward a little bit.
That's what I meant to do.
Yeah. 2. 3. The rest of the way. Now, keep the head on the disc.
The head when I throw.
Yeah, just basically your head is just going to follow with the disc. Better. Okay, that was where your head should be. So, as a training tool, you can keep your head on the disc, but then eventually, once you've but we're just breaking the habit of your head leaving the disc.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
But ultimately, you're going to stop doing that. And do it again, and pause. Yep. Okay. Pause after each step again. Okay.
This
1,
way.
yeah. 1, halfway back, pull. All right. Now, we're picking low-hanging fruit. Next thing we're going to do, you never want your hand to be between this position and that position. All right, except for after the disc leaves your hand during your follow-through. Obviously, the wrist will do that. But the hand never goes between here and here. Now, I teach to keep the hand straight, back of the hand parallel to the forearm, but I'm flexible on this one. You can fudge a little bit this direction. But if your hand is anywhere between here and here, the throw is broken. So this time, after each step, we're going to stop to check to make sure your hand's not doing that.
Okay.
Okay, so pause.
I have weird arms, but.
No, I saw that. This is
Yeah.
That is
A little hard.
yeah, but I'm not worried about that. I'm worried
Okay.
about the wrist.
So the wrist, though.
The wrist, yep. There you go. There. 1. Pause. Check your wrist. Good. Halfway back. Check the wrist. Good. Take a plant. Stop. See what
It
happens.
changed.
It did this.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yep. Now, keep the head on the disc and pull the disc. Okay? So that's the second thing you're going to break. And the third thing is, you put the nose up. Not a lot, but a little. You feel that?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so nose up is caused by the swiveling of the forearm, elbow to wrist. If this swivels this direction, it puts the nose up. If it swivels this direction, the nose is down. If it maintains a position so that the two hinges on each side of the forearm, elbow and wrist, move parallel to the ground. If it's in this position and it remains in this position, the nose won't go up. You cannot put the nose up unless you actually swivel at some point of the throw. That can be caused by dipping, swooping, creating off-axis torque, as the kids like to say. Like, there's a number of things, but they all ultimately cause this to swivel. We need that not to happen.
So my arm actually naturally does that.
Okay.
So I don't know how to fix that.
Well, I'm going to show you.
Because look at it, I'm like, okay.
Okay, so check this out.
You're like,
This is a cool trick. It's not really a trick, but it's a cool indication, but a cool way of learning how to do this.
yeah.
So, listen to this sound. You'll hear this on the video, but you can hear this sound. Listen to this. You hear that?
Barely, but yeah.
You hear that? You hear
It's
that?
scary.
Poof, poof, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The sound you hear is not my forearm traveling through space. This isn't going very fast. What you're hearing is my fingertips going through space, because the fingertips travel so much faster than this, right? Because my forearm's in a position, so these two hinges move parallel to the ground. It makes that noise. Wait, that didn't make the noise.
He flinches.
He's flinching. So, if you swivel, watch how fast my fingertips travel through space relative to my forearm if I swivel even a little bit this direction.
Yeah.
Watch how fast they go relative to my forearm. Ready? They don't accelerate. If you swivel even a little bit, this part of your body is moving no faster than this part, and you'll hear no sound. If your forearm's in the right position, you're going to hear the sound. So, do it without the disc.
How do I fix it with my weird arms? That's what I want to know.
We can do this.
Okay.
Do this. Now, not out here in front of you.
Oh, this one.
No, reach back. Reach back. Okay, grab your shoulders.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Now, do this again. But
Without a disc.
Without a disc, but hear the sound of your fingertips and do it. Okay, do it again. Okay, so now you're not swinging. Make sure you're pulling.
That is what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
pull.
Pull.
If it was a golf disc, you wouldn't be swinging. I'm not worried about it. But pull, and then make that sound. Okay. Now, right now you're pulling. You're going up.
Yes.
Parallel to the ground. Parallel to the ground.
Not gonna.
Okay, that's going up again. Parallel. So you're pulling across the tabletop right here. Boom. Right. And then follow through the shoulder height. Nope.
That was so slow and bad.
Yeah, and you're following through up here.
Okay.
So follow through right here. There you go. Sorry for getting your hand. But that's the line I want you to be on.
I see. Okay.
So now do this line and make the sound. Now it's not going to happen right away. It's like learning how to crack a whip. If I handed you a bullwhip and said learn to crack it, you'd be doing this for a while before the whip cracked, because you're just kind of playing around with the feel. Eventually it'll be like, ooh, that kind of cracked a little. Oh, I think I'm getting it. Do that motion until this happens every time. Do it again.
The whack.
The sound.
The sound.
Yep. Okay. Do it again. Okay, now try it with the golf disc.
Oh.
Oops, that's it. It's all right.
This is a super unstable disc, so I don't want to hit them.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Ready?
Hold on.
Yeah.
That's probably right where I'm gonna aim. All right.
So he swiveled too much there.
Yes. You did. So feet are close
Okay.
together. Start. Yeah, feet start.
Oh,
close together. 'Cause
start.
step
We're doing
one-
the whole thing.
The whole thing now.
Gotcha.
Yes. You ready?
Yeah.
Now check the wrist. Okay, 1. Push it forward a little bit.
Oh yeah.
2, halfway. 3, the rest of the way without. Be upright. Don't lean over. Don't lean back. Be upright. Okay, now that. How did that feel?
I felt the whack.
You felt it pop out of your
I don't
neck?
know what you want to call it. A whack or something? Yeah, the pop. Maybe?
Oh, no.
The snap.
It's snap.
Snap.
That is what snap is. Snap's not an audible thing. Snap is this part of your body accelerating far faster than this part, which is when you crack a whip, the end of the whip travels significantly faster than just a few inches from the end of the whip,
That makes sense.
because it accelerates all the way to the end and goes crack. Well, that crack is snap. So try it again. Grab the disc.
Wait, my feet are too there.
Now, don't lean.
Okay, don't lean.
Throwing is not going to be about leaning and then pulling. Throwing is about Rotational
Reaching
speed.
back.
No.
No.
Rotational speed. Your body's gonna rotate, not lean. You're way less efficient that way than you are just rotating.
Okay.
So don't lean so far back.
Try not to.
Yep. 1, 2. No, only halfway.
Oh, that's halfway. Let's start over.
That's all right. Nope. Forward. Well, I've only given you 9 things to think
It's
about.
okay. I just gotta
By the
not
way,
start far. That's my
like
issue.
when we do like a full day seminar, we spend hours on this. So I'm like trying to condense this into a video.
That's okay.
So
I'll just do better.
yes, do better. Yes. No, wrist.
Nope. I felt
Wrist
it.
and then
Yeah.
wrist. Now remember that. Feel that pop?
Yes, I do.
And the nose wasn't up. That's it. And then all you're doing is you're basically going to be checking those things we just worked on, which is number 1, your head's going to be doing nothing. Number 2, your wrist is going to be straight or slightly cocked, but not the other way around. Number 3, you're not going to swivel your forearm. And number 4, you're not going to lean. Those are the 4 things you're going to be. And by the way, these are specific to you. I mean, some of these are general rules, but I'm specifically saying things that we're not doing perfectly. Now, the way you're going to learn to do these, you're going to dance.
Okay.
All right, you ever take dance lessons?
No, I was a cheerleader though.
Okay, so if you're a cheerleader, well, that's dance. So imagine you wanted to learn how to swing dance. And imagine if you thought, I'm going to learn how to be a swing dancer. I'm going to watch professional swing dancers in slow motion. I'm going to try to copy their movements with all the different parts. Like, what? That would never work. Well, that's the same thing as watching like a professional disc golfer saying, let me copy their movements. Doesn't work. No, you're going to learn step by step, beat by beat. So here's what you're going to do. Remember the 4 things. You're going to keep your weight above your hips. Your wrist is going to be straight or slightly cocked. You are not going to swivel, and your head is going to do nothing. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go 1, check those 4 things. If any of them are off, fix it. Step 2, check. If anything's off, fix it. Step 3, if anything's off, fix it. Step 4, if anything's off, fix it. And you're going to stop every single step until every step you go, all those things are right, all those things are right, all those things are right, all those things are right. Boom, I didn't swivel, the disc came out with snapping and flew right. Once you do each of the steps in order, then you can put on the music. And putting on the music is 1, 2, 3, 4, although it's not going to be a perfect cadence. But that is putting the whole story together is the dance. But you cannot do the full dance until you have each of the steps correctly. Make sense?
Yes.
It'll work.
Okay.
Number 1 thing is the head though. That is the lowest hanging fruit. That is the first 40 feet like that. And then the other ones are smaller increments, and they all matter. But that was by far the biggest one. And there's like an 8-minute version of what you would get at a full day seminar, or if you take my 6-month online class. She's a good student, but we condensed it way quicker than we'd be if we were actually working with you, like you were paying for this. So thanks, guys.